Right, mhuri yeZimbabwe kusangana kwatiri kuita zvekare pano paadzirari 263 pano ndokuzivisai manews updates ezvo zviri kuitika munyika yedu yeZimbabwe. Hatisi kuzodzora tsvimbo nekuti gudo rabata kumeso, kungobhuraudza chete manews updates tichimhanya nawo pano pachivhitivhiti cheadzirari 263 mhuri yeZimbabwe. First update yandakabatira update iyo yemukomana uyo abuda audio yake achitaura ndafunga kuzviuraya. Zvisinei mhinduro yapiwa ndoyaita ndiwe neupdate iyi. Kana munhu afunga kuzviuraya, I think kumupindura uchidai unenge wagona, unenge wapedza masports sezvaitwa apa. Saka ndichakusiya muchinzwa audio. Unonzwa audio, so skip this video ndokuti neupdate yemurungu dunhu uyo akonzeresa hondo mupfungwa, mamapurisa nemasoja muno munyika yedu yeZimbabwe. Aiwa, pane mashoko ataura bata vanhu vese. Ndatiwanzei likes pa this video. Ndari first update.
Hurumende afunga kuzvirongedza life iri kuramba ichioma. Kanzvachenzi ndafa varume musacheme, soja rinenge ratoenda kudenga. Mashoko anoita sekuti ndai kutamba asi ndiri kutopedza kutaura.
Mambo. Nyaya iripo ndeyekuti mazuva amashingaira nekutamburira panyika pano kuti muwane upenyu hwamunoda awanda mazuva iwayo awanda. Zvino asika pamusoro pezvose mashoko andingakudze mambo ndeyekuti mambo kana raramo yaramba mambo ifai mambo hamuna kana chamungatombotya pakufa mambo. Uye handipepe toparidzere mambo chiti rugare rwedu ruri kudenga. Mutosvika kuine rapta mambo inenge yakatokumirirai pasuo renyu panapita mambo. Muchingobva pamakore ekuleft aya pamunoenda kuright uku, mutosvika paine rapta inenge yakakumirirai ipapo mambo. Tosangana kuende by isusu tichateera hedu but kwete zvokasika. Imimi mungatonotionere kuti kwakamira sei mambo. Then kana masongokwanisawo munokwanisa ngoweforwa kusignal pasi pano kuti vakomana gadzirisai apa naapa because mukuru ari kuda izvi. Aiwa, ifai mambo musarambe muchingopiwa mashoko ekuridziro ekunzi zvinoita mazuva hanaki wose zvazodayo Mwari anotipindura. Aiwa mambo, musakurudzirwe mambo, ifai mambo. Kana mangonzwa kuti makuda kutofa mambo, ifai. Ende musazvinonokere izvi zvekufa izvi mambo, ifai muchikasika mambo. Zvino singazoti mamuda kuzviuraya nei because kana iri tambo pane imwe yandinayo yakati simbei, iyo haidambuki tambo iyo ndotoitemba because ndakamboitonzesa mota. Then kana uri mushonga pane umwe wandakasiya pandaispreya ndigirikini kuground kwangu uko pandaispreya sora, unoshanda iwoyo. Zvokuti mukaurowa hafu yekapu chete handoimba kuti munenge mapo muno zvinokuitira nyore. Ako kungobatsirana kamambo, upenyu hwacho ndio kubatsirana. Kungobatsirana mambo.
Last update inova update iyo yemurungu uyo abuda achitaura mashoko ekuti inini hatirari ndapanika ndichiplaya audio, ndichiplaya video, ndikati boyereri kutaura nemurungu uyu. Kwedu tovati varungu dunhu, mwana vati mabhunu, munhu vanhu vati varungu. Ndiye abuda achitaura pavidhio yandichakusiyai muchinzwa. Ndakusiyai muchinzwa video, apedzonzwa video chazvolofika comment section isa hatirari ndikudzoka manje munguva inotevera. Wangwanza likes unondipa amanyemwe, munondipa samanyemwe. Much love.
Varanda weZimbabwe, maswera sei zvenyu? Just as a warning, I might be swearing a lot in this video. So, and I'm going to try and keep it in English as well, so that it goes to a lot of audiences and you can share it. I'm going to say some things today that might upset a few people, and some people might not want to follow me or support us, but the truth is I've never really chased likes. I've always chased the truth, and this is something that Zimbabweans need to hear. The country as a whole and what's happening, from the Constitution Amendment to the fact that there was a former president's son who shot someone, we all know the true story here, was greeted like a hero back in Zim, where the current government is glorifying gangsterism and looting and thieves. We have a situation where someone is money laundering. There is evidence, clear evidence. Nothing is done. The South African side is where something was done, but the anti-corruption unit in Zimbabwe completely and utterly useless. We have a situation where a president carries 10,000 cash in his pocket and pulls it out at a rally and gives people $100 notes for their performances. We have a case of people giving or getting cash. Are they declaring that cash as an income? Is Zimra aware that these people haven't paid taxes on this money? It's like Zimbabwe is a joke. And this is happening in full view. We have processes where people are put in jail for nearly 2 years without any case brought against them. We have situations where people are being given mics are taken away when they are talking at the constitutional amendment process. Clearly people being bussed in, the same people at different meetings all the time. There is an absolute joke is what Zimbabwe has become. And we are sitting here and watching this happen in real life. In real time, we are sitting here. We as Zimbabweans, there is no money in hospitals and schools, but someone has 150 grand US dollars, 2-point-something million rand spent on a car and money for fuel. But vanhu vari kufa muzvipatara nekuti hakuna mushonga. Now I don't know what people are thinking, and I have to pick certain groups, and I'm going to pick them. Now, we had people that owned land. Now, a lot of people think that this only affected white people. There were farm managers who were black. There were other farm owners who were black but supported the opposition. There were farm workers who were black. When we talk of farming and farm issues, we are talking of a system that affected millions of people. Yes, the former farmer, the person who owned the property, put money in the property, borrowed at the bank for the property, yes, he suffered the most. But other people lost houses, jobs, schools, clinics, their form of livelihood. I fail to see why people do not want to see the removal of that evil regime. Makanyatsoita sei the injustices that were done to you as that group of people that were beaten, people that were removed from their houses and homes, your animals were killed, your orchards and fruit trees were cut down, your tractors and farm equipment was taken. You lost completely and utterly everything. And you just allow this regime to continue? There should be branches of former farmers in Australia, New Zealand, the UK, America, anywhere. You should be organizing and funding the removal of that regime. That's what I would do. If you came and took my farm and you took my business, and I was lucky enough to survive and to move to another country, let me tell you something 100% clear. I would make it my life's mission to make sure that the people who came and took my farm were killed, removed, and sorted out. That would be my mission. Yes, that's a bit harsh. Like I said, some people will look at it and be like, geez, I didn't know Brett was fucking a killer. Listen, how many people have been killed because of the results of that regime? How many? And yet, a lot of groups about extraditions won't even allow me to post my content on that group. Like, what kind of mentality is that? Are you scared? My Facebook page has been deleted before. Deleted. The whole page. Woke up one day, it's gone. I started over again. You mean to tell me that there are former farmers, business owners, and people who have lost everything in Zimbabwe, excuse me, went and started over again, and none of you wanted to see the removal of that regime? I mean, you don't even have to do it yourself. All you got to do is send $1 or $2 or $5 a month to people who will do the work for you, like me and those around me. So I fail to see how that spirit of never give up, that spirit of I don't take shit, that spirit of let's fight and get our country back has died for all of those former commercial farmers who have left and are now just sitting waiting. Some have passed away sadly, but literally sitting and doing nothing. Maybe most of you guys are probably successful in those countries, but nothing, zero. You don't want to see the end of this regime. You're quite happy to let them live their lives. Political detainees, ex-soldiers, ex-police people, people that were beaten and tortured at rallies, people that have come to South Africa on visas and asylum seeking, people that have gone to Australia, people that have gone to all over the world, America and the UK, on asylum papers because you were beaten for supporting the MDC or any other form of opposition. All of you, in your hundreds of thousands, is there not one person who wants to see the removal of that regime? Mese zvenyu makangogara kudiaspora muchimama nebasa. Hakuna kana one wenyu anokwanisa kubvisa $1 or $2 pamwedzi kutuma to an organization that is prepared to remove the regime on your behalf. And those that are in the diaspora, mukati me diaspora, where a coffee costs $4, you can't donate $5 or $10 a month. If 1 million Zimbabweans donated an average of $5 to $10 a month, that would be $5 million a month. Do you know what we are capable of doing with that kind of money? And yet, you think you are untouchable. You think because you have $150,000 in savings, you think kuti inini ndigasataura nezvepolitics, ndigasapindira politics, you think by avoiding politics that you will be okay in Zimbabwe. You think you're going to work for 20 years in the diaspora, sell your house there for £150,000, maybe you've got another 50,000 saved, so you're going to come back home with £200,000. You're going to buy a piece of land, you're going to start a little farm, you're going to get some chickens, you're going to get some goats. Let me tell you something. Without universal health care in Zimbabwe, your £100,000 gets you one heart attack and you are fucked. If you need dialysis machine or you have any form of cancer with $100,000 saved up, you are fucked. Get that word. Understand that concept. You are one accident, one heart attack, one cancer diagnosis, one dialysis diagnosis away from being totally and utterly fucked in Zimbabwe. You have an accident that breaks your leg. You have to go to private. You have to probably go to South Africa to get treatment. All your money gone. Who's going to look after your business while you're gone? No one. What happens to your business while you're gone? It's looted, stuffed. If you are lucky enough to be able to open a little business and it grows, guess what? The local regime member will notice that your business is growing, and guess what they want? They want shares in your business, or they want you to donate a cow at the next rally, or they want you to donate 10 crates of beer at the mupfungwa that they're having on this Friday evening. That is what you will suffer. Just because you're in the diaspora, just because you don't involve yourself in politics, it doesn't mean that you are untouchable. You are very touchable. You are living a good life in the diaspora, suffering with workload, but better than what people are in Zimbabwe, and you can't contribute $5 a month to a cause that will remove that regime. And to the soldiers and to the police, do you know that the wages that you get are peanuts? Masoja mese muri kutumwa mabarracks kuenda kunouraya vanhu, mari dzamuri kupiwa inini ndinokuhoresai inini, ndogona kuhoresa masoja 30 or 40 per month nemari yandinowana inini, ndokuhoresa inini. Apa uri kunzi uri musoja, uri mu-CIO, you are a police officer, you are nothing but an enforcer of evilness. That's all you are. And you're not even doing it for a lot of money. You're basically wasting your time being a policeman and an army and an officer in Zimbabwe. You're wasting your time. Not only is it fucking with your head because you know that what you're doing is wrong, not only are you going to have nightmares about the people that you've had to kidnap and beat and hit, but you're all doing it for $300 a month. Fucking crazy. Sakawaranda Zimbabwe, I needed to say these truths, and you may think that these are painful truths, but it is the truth. You're all sitting where you're sitting. On my Facebook page of 156,000 people, 27 subscribers. Of all the people that support a political way forward, how much have you donated to a political way forward? All the NGOs, how much money have you sunk into boreholes and free schooling and desks and soccer balls and t-shirts? How much money have you given the official opposition? What have they done with it? Nothing. You are basically trying to look at a bunch of bourgeoisie people to free you. Do you think that someone who has their own house, multiple houses, has their own businesses, their son attends college or school in different countries, has private medical aid, do you think that person is going to cause shit to remove the regime in that country? Do you think that person, do you really think that? You must have your head red. You must be sick. You must suffer from a mental illness if you believe that. Aranda Zimbabwe, there's going to come a time where we are all going to chip in or have to chip into a movement, and that movement will free us. If we don't do that, if we do not do that, you will be ruled by this regime forever and ever. Amen. You might as well all leave Zimbabwe and go and stay in the diaspora and try and eke out a living. We have xenophobic attacks happening in South Africa every day. Every day. Maria unouya nayo kubva kuZimbabwe uchibhadhara lift to come into South Africa, you got to pay at the border. You got to pay the policeman. You got to pay the transport guy. Then you get arrested in Joburg. You go to Lindela. You got to pay to get out. Then you got to pay this. You got to pay. You almost paying your entire salary just to be here. But urukutadza kubhadhara 50 rand pamwedzi to a cause or to a group of people that will remove that regime at home. Let us be very clear. There is no political way forward in Zimbabwe. Hakuna. Kana uri kutarisa politics utori murwere. If you support anything that involves an election in Zimbabwe, me and you are not on the same team. We are not on the same team. Politics will not solve anything. But under Zimbabwe, to the people in the diaspora, to the former commercial farmers, to the police and the CIO, to those people who have been beaten and political detainees and political persecuted people, to all of you, sit down tonight and think about what you want. Think about the legacy that you are going to leave. Think about what your grandchildren and your children are going to ask you one day. Why did you let a fucking dictatorship take over the country and you just sat down and did fuck all about it? Is that the legacy you want to leave? Is that the attitude you want to live with for the rest of your life? You want to die in fucking Pampers, sitting in a fucking cold, freezing country because some fuckhead has decided to ruin our country? Is that what you want? Is that how you want to be remembered? Is that what your contribution is to Zimbabwe? To sit and watch it go to shit? Is that it? Have a sit down tonight. Look at yourself in the mirror. What kind of man are you? What kind of citizen are you? Chi, chauri, pauri papo, uri murume, kana kuti uri mukadzi. Maranda Zimbabwe, have a good evening.